The MACD stands for Moving Average Convergence and Divergence. It's really good at signaling a change in the trend. And there's two different ways to view it, either through a histogram, which is a bar graph essentially, or a line graph. I personally prefer the line graph. I'll show you why on the chart. Just a little bit more visually appealing to me personally. And it can also signal an unsustainable move either up or down and show that the price is extended too quickly in that direction and that a pullback or a bounce is due. So let's look at some examples of the MACD. So back to the Facebook daily chart to check out the MACD indicator. Whenever you have this black line cross the red line to the upside, it is a bullish cross indicating a change in trend. And when you have it crossing it to the downside, it's a bearish cross signaling the opposite. So the MACD here, we've got the histogram that I was talking about, this bar graph, and it's really the same thing, just a different depiction of what's going on. I like the line. I find it more visually appealing, but you can see when these bar charts that are facing down below the zero line, they cross and flip back to the upside. That's when that line cross is happening as well. So here on Facebook, we had a pullback, and you can see this bullish MACD cross occurred on about July 4th, July 5th. So we can see that's right here in the chart. Granted, it's after a nice bounce already occurred, but if you were making an entry based on that MACD, and I don't want to suggest ever making an entry on one indicator alone, you got to be looking at all different kinds of things. And again, that's just one piece of the puzzle. You need multiple pieces to establish your game plan. But if you did make an entry when that MACD crossed, you just made about 3 to 4 weeks of a really powerful move to the upside, and you got a piece of that action because of that indicator giving you the heads up that the trend had changed. Now, also at the top here, there was a bearish MACD cross that occurred about the 13th right here, and you can see since that point, we have pulled back and traded sideways. It wasn't a significant pullback, but that pretty much said the bulls are done for now. We need to consolidate, trade sideways, and now we're on the verge of another bullish MACD cross, and we're going to see if that's going to give the bulls the fuel needed to continue and set higher highs. Clearly a very strong uptrend, and you can tell that is the case because even with that bearish MACD cross, that pullback was not significant. It was more sideways trading than trading to the downside.